Hey everybody, welcome to Still Becoming, where our ministry meets our everyday life. I'm your co-host Rachel.
And I'm Alex, and we're not here to be perfect voices, just present ones, and walk with us every day while we're still becoming. Welcome, everybody.
Welcome. This is episode 8. We did confirm.
Yeah.
Of parable. Let's talk parables.
This is 9.
This is 9. Yes.
Yes, last week was 8.
Yes, this is 9. And we have 2 good parables coming for you today. It is going to be the parable of the Good Samaritan and the
parable of a friend in need, which or most people know it as the ask, search, knock, ask, seek, knock
parable. Yeah.
But it's identified in our study that we're going through as a friend in need, but ask, search, knock.
Yes. Yeah. So 2 really good parables, so I'm super excited to dive into these today. They're a bit lengthier. Just bear with us, but open your Bible and make some notes and jot it along as we go through it.
Make sure you got your popcorn because it's going to be a lot of talking and trying to...
popcorn.
I'm just saying it's going to be a lot of talking and me trying to read through my handwriting. That's going to be really hard, so it might be entertaining because I can't read.
Yep. I do have popcorn. If we want we can share with you.
We're not going to make popcorn. Although we should go see a movie and have movie theater popcorn.
Ooh, I want kettle corn.
I did see a video on Instagram. The Chosen season 6 drops fall of 2026.
I know.
I'm so excited.
I know. And then Jonathan Rumi, is that his name?
He said on stage.
Yeah, he's just telling people.
It clocked me today.
Yeah, he was just like, people were
afraid.
They think, not even afraid, they're just so heartfelt. They think it's such a exclamation saying, oh my goodness, I can't watch this. Like exclaiming of how heavy it is and everything. And he's like, that's the very purpose you watch this. Don't cower in a corner because of how true it is. What did he say?
I'm pretty sure he said, don't abandon Jesus in this time of need.
Yeah.
Because it's hard. Because it's hard.
Yeah,
he said because it's hard. And then really shifts it. It's like he's an actor trying to do this historic, dramatic documentary when in reality, this dramatic documentary is still gruesome, but it's like nothing what actually occurred. Yeah. And documents prove what happens, but there's never going to be any physical visual of how bad it actually was. And people are already having hardened hearts of, I just can't do this. It's going to be so hard. People watch The Passion of the Christ and they're bawling their eyes out. Imagine being there. Yeah. Imagine feeling that. Imagine watching the earthquake. Imagine watching him pass and come back. We're not even in that part of history.
Yeah.
And don't abandon Jesus just because it's hard for you.
Yeah.
Because you think that wasn't hard?
Yeah.
The God of the universe just died for you, and this is hard for you to watch.
Yeah. As it's just somebody, in the lightest way I say this, but somebody just got paid to visualize something for you that honestly makes it easier for you to create the urgency and digest about what actually was done for you. And we're not angry?
No, anger, no.
You know what I'm trying to portray with that. Not angry at what happened, but thankful, I guess, but not angry that they created that series.
No, I think it's a great visual. It brought a lot of people I know that have been lukewarm, or it's been people that didn't even know Jesus to Jesus, and it's been...
I hope they play it in the movie theaters again.
Oh yeah, we're gonna
we watched all of season 5 in the theaters.
Let's get the whole church.
Oh my gosh, that'd be so fun. That'd be so fun.
Okay, church fam, we're gonna go see The Chosen.
I think we should.
They're helping it to fund with box offices to help fund the next seasons and all the new series they're doing, and I'm so excited.
I know. Because after the crucifixion, are they going into Acts and Paul and everything, or are they just...
They're doing season 6, and
is it a spin-off?
There will be a 7th season of all of the stuff that occurs after resurrection. And then...
Are they going to do the Revelation?
Are they doing Revelation?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they are. I think the next 2 that they're doing, they're going to follow Paul. They introduced that in the theater. And then I believe they're doing a book of Joseph too.
Okay.
And then so Paul will be a walk through Acts in a way. But I think we're going to get to see Paul's testimony. And then...
That'd be really cool.
It would be cool, but who's going to play Paul?
I know.
That means Paul might come into the end of this season. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I would love to see...
No, he won't.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't...
That happened after Transcension. Never mind.
Yeah, that happened after... Anyway.
Okay, church
I want them to do, some of the Old Testament stories.
Yeah, I think they're doing a Book of Moses.
Veggie Tales is a Christian show, by the way.
What?
Yeah, no, apparently it's actually, we didn't really grow up watching it. It was on in the background and I would listen to it.
I'm scared of Veggie Tales.
Yeah, no. We had a full-on conversation about this, that people who grew up more, I'm going to say more connected in the church or at certain churches, they would play it in the youth ministry areas because they're literally just depicting Bible stories, like the grapes of wrath and all this stuff. And they're actually, we sat down and watched one and they're Yeah, they're just fully Bible stories, like in their own weird way, but they're
making,
telling,
It's like a biblical parallel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to make it digest easier for funny because it's in vegetables, trying to make your kids eat. That's funny.
Yeah, but that's why they're like always on camels and stuff, because it's like the Pharisees and it's the sand, like just talking. And I like, I had my eyes open. I was like, what do you mean this is a Christian show? Yeah.
They're on camels? Again, I didn't watch it because I'm scared of it.
I don't know about all episodes, but the one we watched, I was like, oh, that makes sense. Like, I remember that visual in my mind that they're on camels. And I'm like, why is the tomato on a camel?
Yeah.
And it would scare me. But I don't know.
I always imagine it as like a Dora the Explorer moment where you're like jumping in the map and like then you're there.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was a Christian.
Okay, make your babies watch VeggieTales apparently.
Sorry, side comment.
This whole thing was a side comment.
Yep.
It's fine. We always have a little debrief beforehand, but we have plans. That's going to be exciting, but in the fall, so that's forever away. There's going to be a lot of fun things happening.
We say forever away, but it is 2026.
6 months. That's only 6 months away. It's about to be March.
I've lived here for 6 months. October, November, December, January, February, 5 months.
Wow.
Time, the window.
Wow.
Okay. Love it, but hate it. Anyhow, welcome, y'all. Do you want to jump in?
Yeah, we can jump in, because then I'm going to ponder on that and be like, wow.
Yeah, time really does just fly, and it gets away from you and eats at you. And
are you like trying to give me anxiety?
Yeah, I get anxiety.
That's not fruitful of you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm in a very...
We're okay.
Yeah. We're fine.
We haven't talked about it yet. It's not us, though.
Nothing. No,
I'm not. I'm saying it's not us. Like, we're not mad at each other. So I just said that we haven't talked about it yet.
No, it's fully me. My brain is like going.
It's just the season.
Not even down, I would say. It's just more like
plateau.
There's
Stagnant.
things that I feel, and we're just going.
You're in a fork. Fork in the path. You're at the base of the fork, and there's 5 ways you could go. You can only pick one.
I would like to go one way instead of just keep standing. Is what I want.
It's okay.
Yeah, but there's nothing else I can do. I know. I know. It's not very fruitful of me. It's just like sitting in the patience and the solitude of it. So there's my debrief for the week is I'm in solitude. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I've had a great week.
I'm not saying mine wasn't a great week either. That's what I'm feeling on the back end of things. Like when I come home at night, like that's just what I feel. Like I light my candle and I genuinely just sit and I'm like, wow. Long day, but good day. Long day.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Heard.
Nothing's ever bad. Not when I have Jesus anymore.
No.
Just giving me a munchkin. Sorry.
Cat's right there. Definitely not bad. But maybe I'm just not doing deep emotional thought this week. You know what? Maybe
Haven't
done that.
Yeah, maybe
haven't done
that's
that.
what it is.
I find myself repeating myself a lot this week to people, or repeating somebody's conversation back at them, like somebody will say an opinion, and I'm like, yeah, I feel that way too, or yeah, and then say what they just said. And
You did it
it's like,
twice this week.
I know, and I'm like, am I just not thinking?
No, you're just receiving a thought and it just bounces right off, literally verbatim.
Thanks.
Yeah. No, literally
No,
talking
it
to me
is.
about something and you just say the same thing, and I'm like, this is not a complex dialogue right now. I'm gonna text you later.
I just want you to know that I agree with you, and I'm trying to. Okay. I need to have my own thought. Okay. I'm being clocked right now.
Yep. It's funny.
That's fine. Are we gonna read the parable? 'Cause
Yeah.
now I just feel sad about myself now.
I know, it makes me not want to do a parable series, but we need to. Not need to. We get to do a create a stature for it.
Okay.
We have a great one planned today.
Yeah.
And it's fine.
It.
The Good Samaritan, everybody. Alex, you have the floor.
Yes. Okay. We're going to be in Luke chapter 10. And if everybody would want to grab your Bibles and follow along with me while I attempt to read, this is going to be entertaining.
Attempt to read
and
is
I'm going to look
hilarious.
dumb. So I'm going to hold it really close to my eyeballs because I can't see right now.
Which is crazy because my Bible print is so tiny compared to hers.
No, literally.
She has to go like this.
I
would
think
have to do that.
I think I need my glasses adjusted. But we're in Luke 10, and we're going to start with verse. I'm going to give a little bit of context. We're going to go in 25 at the start of the parable.
That's when mine starts, yeah.
Yeah, Luke 10:25. Then an expert in the law stood up to test him, saying, "Teacher, what must I do to inherit eternal life? What is written in the law?" He asked him. "How do you read it?" He answered, love the Lord your God with all your heart, with your soul, and with your strength, and with your mind, and your neighbor as yourself. You've answered correctly, he told him. Do this and you will live. But wanting to justify himself, he asked Jesus, and who is my neighbor? Jesus took up the question and said, a man was going down from Jerusalem to Jericho and fell into the hands of robbers. They stripped him, beat him up, and fled, leaving him half dead. A priest happened to be going down that road. When he saw him, he passed by on the other side. In the same way, a Levite, when he arrived at the place and saw him, passed by on the other side. But a Samaritan on his journey came up to him, and when he saw the man, he had compassion. He went over to him, bandaged his wounds, pouring olive oil and wine. Then he put him on his own animal, brought him to an inn, and he took care of him.
Did you say olive oil?
Yeah.
That's what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine just says oil.
Oh, I don't know. Then he put him on his own animal, brought him to an inn, and took care of him. The next day he took out 2 denarii, gave him to the innkeeper, and said, take care of him. When I come back, I'll reimburse you for whatever extra you spend. Which of these 3 do you think proved to be the neighbor to the man who fell into the hands of the robbers? The one who showed mercy to him, he said. Then Jesus told him, go and do the same. What a mouthful.
Beautiful.
I have so many notes and so many things I circled from baby Christian Alex. Yeah. I have a theory. I have a fun theory.
Okay, I'll let you talk then.
No, I'll just say first and you can talk because I just talked for a second. But I say my theory, but just something to think about. A Pharisee passed him, a Levite passed him, and a Samaritan passed him. At the time, Samaritans and Jewish people hated each other. They did not speak. They did not interact. They don't pilgrim together. Like, they didn't do anything.
Yeah.
And for that to be the one that had compassion on him.
I need you to make your
I'm sorry. But the 2 people that passed him is a Pharisee and a Levite. Law and tradition.
So what's the third?
The third is
was
going outside with the good news of the gospel, the compassion and love of Jesus Christ, and doing what was commanded from us from the beginning all the way back in Deuteronomy. Love your God with your whole heart and mind. So when I see that, literally quoting Deuteronomy word for word, because that's what the law is, it still is law, but Jesus is in the old law. Fun, right? And now we follow it now. I'm going a little too deep with this too quickly, but
No, we need it. We need it.
following Pharisee is your law. Levite's your tradition. I forget why the Levite's tradition. I just remember I wrote it down, but I don't remember why.
It's because it's the...
Did they also dislike each other? I know Samaritans and Jewish people.
They didn't like each other. They're just in the line of...
Yeah, like Levite had the role in the old law.
Yeah, I believe the Levites were part of the line, I guess that wasn't necessarily supposed to be born, because there was like...
Are you sure they weren't a part of holding the tent and carrying the tabernacle?
Oh, maybe you're right. Wait, who am I thinking of?
I'm just thinking of tradition of carrying around.
I'm thinking of the 2 lines that were created from...
Seth.
No, from the 2 daughters with the dad in Genesis.
What do you think?
Isaac.
Jacob and Esau?
No. Hang on.
Oh, you have marks in your beginning.
Lot. It was Lot. That's who it was. Lot and his daughters, because he was disobedient. And those created like 2 lines of... It's completely incorrect now that I'm thinking about it, but it created 2 lines that are like 2 tribes that are very, they say evil, but eventually it births Ruth, which is the great-grandmother of Jesus. So it's like, even in the evil, there's still like a little bit of pure. That's where I was going with that thought, but anywho.
I get where you're going.
Yeah,
no, you're fine.
No, the Levites did carry the tent, I'm pretty sure. They were like they were the first appointed, I'm pretty sure, in the tabernacle.
Yeah, within the 12 tribes. It would be in Leviticus, probably, because that's when the tabernacle.
It's on law, yeah. Numbers, Deuteronomy. I just want to be right in this, you guys.
Levites are the carriers of the tent and the tabernacle, and they're God's appointed people. They're
One of the tribe.
They're the first ones who are in charge of that. But yeah, love that.
Not that my 2 thoughts were connected to that, but that's fine.
I understand where your brain wanted to go. I don't think it's incorrect. You might be onto something, but we need
to dig.
We need the thread to find.
Yeah.
Do you have any notes on this before? I have all mine written out from baby Christian Alex.
Just the main point of, as he finalized that, because the original question was, who is my neighbor? And then just by the gospel, it's like everybody that is your brother and sister, everybody made in the image of God, everybody that you basically look towards. I don't know about you, but I have a huge, like, perspective for anybody that I look at, if that makes sense. And when I can look at somebody, I'm genuinely think in my head, I'm like, what are they going through right now before I speak? I have that heart posture, empathy, sympathy, whatever you want to call it. So when you love your neighbor and like your heart posture is guided that way, it just allows God to come in the conversation where you're coming from a place of, I want to provide healing if I can. Like, that's where I see it. I don't think it's wrong.
No.
Maybe there's like different ways people perceive that, because I don't want that to be like, oh, I feel like people can skew what I'm saying, because I'm not like mirroring somebody or making sure that I'm saying what they need to hear or manipulating it all. I'm genuinely thinking, I'm just being considerate. Honestly, it truly is.
And how deeply people and how not deeply people, your verbiage of conversations change. If you're getting to know somebody, of course, you're going to be more excited, digging questions, you're going to be asking, and of course, you're going to do that to another person. But if you're like, I know what you're going through, and you're like, hey, I'm checking in on you. How are you doing about that last week? Like, it's a different heart posture and approach of deepness and closeness and relationship.
Yeah. Or like being like maybe I got confirmation from God that you needed to hear what I'm about to say, and then they'll really clock something like that.
Or the starting of a conversation, it's heavy on my heart.
Yes.
When people clock me with that, I'm like, why? What did God tell you?
That's what I say.
Jesus told you my business.
No, because genuinely people will throw in a very specific sentence in a random conversation that we shouldn't even been having, and then say those 3 to 6 words that I heard in my quiet time, and I'm like, the presence of God is here. How do you know that? And I'm just like,
who told you?
Yeah. Oh.
We both pointed and looked like we were talking at somebody. That was terrifying. I'm like,
I'm seeing the reflection in the window over here, so
I'm just looking at the kitchen. I'm talking to the cat. It's fine.
Yeah. No, I think there's so many layers to like loving your neighbor, because yes, like overall, like humans like to overcomplicate it. That's the best way I'll put it. Humans overcomplicate everything, and it simply is put, like, even I overcomplicated it with describing what I'm thinking. But loving your neighbor, the third person who has no, I'm going to say, religious authority, who basically is choosing to freely live life because they want to, and that live a completely like undomesticated life because they don't care about making themselves right in the law's eyes or God's eyes, and in their righteousness. They're people who eat, drink. Dude, I have a point.
I know what
the Samaritan.
Oh,
yeah.
My brain completely missed that part. I was like,
no, the Samaritan,
who
the
doesn't
third
care
person
about law? I was like, what's going on?
The third person who actually ended up helping. So, like, when you apply that to nowadays, so it's funny because even I've gone through these situations where people who were not like Christian followers or Jesus followers, they have showed me more kindness than these people in the church. And that's where church hurt comes from in a lot of situations. But this still happens nowadays. And we get to experience what's like been laid out in word that has been spoken life into, because we didn't understand how relatable this actually could have been.
It almost makes me question, like, I wasn't even thinking about that extended part of it. I'm more, now that you bring that into it, and it's, yes, you still were shown kindness, because everybody should be kind and love everybody, love your neighbor as yourself, because how would you want to be treated in those moments? But it's almost, what do you do with the response of you showing love to somebody else? So the people who may not know Jesus, and they don't know this living word, and they don't know the laws, the old, the new, the complete good news of Jesus Christ, if their response is like more with selfish ambition to where you could be manipulative and could be mirroring people, like, yes, you are showing kindness, but in verbatim, as we talked about last week, like, you almost want applause for it, though. You want to be boosted. Your ego wants to be boosted. So I think taking that knowledge and taking this knowledge of people who do and don't know Jesus, and some people, and it's not knocking all people at all, I definitely think that people are just kind, and I hope that there are still just kind people in the world. And if they don't know Jesus, I hope they come to find Jesus, and then there's a reason for the empathetic that the way they are. It's good to experience that, but that is also Jesus working behind the scenes of somebody who doesn't even know him. Does that make sense? And that person's flesh probably does want an ego boost, and does want their flesh fed, and does want, like, I donate to charity. I'm going so broad right now. Like, I donate to charity. Like, why'd you have to tell people? You don't. And if you want to, then that's because you're trying to inform and bring more into it, or
That's such a fine line, though, because sometimes people talk about it because it's like, I think
charity's great.
Yeah,
you need to talk about it.
Yeah, I think it's the wording of it. Instead of I donate to charity, it's just, oh, there's tell them about the charity.
It's the deeper layer that you have to get to.
Take yourself out of your action, what you are doing.
What is it doing?
Yeah.
How's it helping?
Yeah. God called you.
Yeah.
In your quiet time to do a certain thing.
And it's a purpose.
Yeah. And you're bringing your own light in your own situation. Don't bring in other areas that it's not supposed to be used for ego. And if you do bring in other areas, just make sure your heart posture, it's not, oh, I feel, oh, I did. No, none of this is us. If you truly want to follow that, we're not even at the point anymore. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. We're going away.
Yep.
But the difference of heart posture of love and everybody's representation of love, and this world's culture is very heavy on the word love and what love means, but we follow Jesus. Love is an action. Love is not a word. Love is not a feeling. Love your neighbor as you love yourself, or love your neighbor as yourself. So the way God loves you, the way you love God, the way you love your neighbor, it should...
I don't think that. Huh? I don't think that. What? Love God how he loves you. I don't think we're ever going to be able to love God as much as he loves us.
No, we won't.
Yeah.
No, we won't. Okay, I retract that statement. Yeah. We're love God. We're supposed to love God that much.
Yes, but we fall short. That's just the character of
human
flesh. Yeah, because we were born into sin and we need Jesus to bring salvation to make us new. Anyway, no, but genuinely this happens so much nowadays. Even in like family relations, it happens in friends, it happens with strangers. Like you can just apply it everywhere. And that same situation occurs because you will have that learned response and reactions. If you are going through a hard time, it's not the one you least expect is going to help you, but genuinely the one you least expect is going to help you. Because, you know, your parents, oh, I'm so busy, I can't take you to soccer today. What are you doing? It's like, hey, maybe like you ask mom. And mom is also busy with the same excuse. But your friends, oh, hey, and something comes up.
It's not a burden to me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And it's just like they're placed in that situation. That's a very broad metaphor, but
I generally don't think any of that is a coincidence. Like, I do think flesh sometimes gets in the way of spiritual lovingness, but do you think Jesus didn't take that into account?
Took everything into account.
Like, he already knows the traumas and our responses to things. He knows all of that. So I think that coincidences aren't even like a thing anymore when I know that people are placed in my life because of God's path.
It's funny you said that because our translation is different and I wanted to point that out. Thank you for reminding me.
I didn't even finish my thought.
Sorry.
It's fine. I lost it now.
I'm sorry. With the coincidence thing, though, I don't know what yours says, but now said...
What verse?
Mine's 31. So this was before it says, a man was going down from Jerusalem to Jericho, and he fell among the robbers who stripped him and beat him and departed, leaving him half dead. Now, by chance, a priest was going down that road.
Mine says a priest happened to be going down that road.
Oh, I guess yours did.
It's the same thing, just worded different.
By chance, though, is funny. So it's the intentionality. Like, of course that had to be happening. By chance. So, like, even in the Bible, there's intention.
Sometimes that makes me wonder if the Pharisee, like, just had a hunch of something.
I would love to be in the brain of the Pharisees at that time and be looking at the living God and actively denying it. Or because, like, they had to. Their hearts were so hardened by God because they're like, I'm going to use you to glorify. Which is crazy, though, because
we're going to get off the point.
It puts me in a religious spiral of
intentionality of the universe, and that none of this is it's all by plan and not by us. Yeah.
Yes, it genuinely, like, us sitting here and talking is going to affect somebody, like, 20 years down the line. If it wants to.
Maybe.
If God wants to use it that way. There was a reason I got this specific cat. There's a reason that I'm in this specific location. There's a reason that I'm medicine. Things are so intertwined and so connected.
Okay, gonna shout out church people. It's like when Madison says, no matter what, God's plan will always get you to where you're meant to be. And it's not a straight line, it's a vast field. And
she did say
how you can run in circles, you can run in spirals, you can sprint one way, come back and go back again.
You can have a picnic.
It's a full field, and you can take whatever stop you want, however way you want, but you're always gonna end up where God's plan was meant for you.
Yeah.
And that's it. And that involves some flesh stuff. That involves doing some good sometimes. That involves falling back short. That involves going forward good. I'm just like, imagining her face, and she's like, just this big, and she's just such a happy person. And I'm just like, you see God in those conversations. And Madison, love you, girl. Thank you for. So before we go into a spiral, Madison gave a good reason for it.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry, I digress. That doesn't necessarily happen now. It blows my mind, like my human mind.
Yeah, no, it's so exciting.
Yeah, but I do like to think about it that way. That's really cute. But then I just think of not only is like everything in the universe in itself all intertwined and knitly woven together, it's like there was so much like intentionality and like us being created, like intentional. I don't know.
We're supposed to meet who we meet. We see who we see.
Levels. Yeah, it's there's the heavens and the earth, and then there's, there's heaven and hell. There's the dominion of earth, but then there's the people on earth, and there's the nature on earth, and then there's oceans and skies, and there's just so many layers. No, and not even some. I'm not getting my point across. There's, you know how we have skin, and then we have cells, and then the cells have their own things, and then like atomic level
structure. There's structure to things.
Yes. So there's intention with all these structures. It's crazy.
I agree.
It's so weird.
It's almost like God's hands on everything.
Yes, obviously. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I'm not trying to make it sound stupid. I'm like, I like your point.
I'm not trying to sound stupid. I sit with the basics sometimes, and it blows my mind. Like, I just want to sit in the corner and be like, wow, God is so good. What can I do? What's my part to play in this?
So those people that you see just staring off in a field, just smiling, you wonder what they're thinking about. It's probably, whoa, God is just so good.
I do that. I do that. Sorry.
No, it's fine. We're off the point.
It's okay.
Quite literally.
But I had a good point, right?
You did have a good point. Yes, you did.
Like, this is very applicable to today. Like, this
is not just yapping. This is a side conversation and coming back. We are girls on FaceTime. This is just how it goes. Yeah. Girls and boys, but we're girls right now. Sorry. It's okay. I was going to say, last week I remember us talking about the words of having mercy and compassion, and those are both evident in this parable too.
Yeah.
How he was saying, please.
It wasn't mercy, it was pity.
It was patience.
Pity and compassion.
Okay, then compassion's in both of them. Yeah. And I just think that's awesome because the master in the story, aka Jesus, was the master in that parable. I'm just talking this way, sorry. But then now on the opposite end, the person is getting compassion back to him rather than the Lord giving him compassion. Does that make sense? But there's still compassion involved. There takes compassion, which is what love is, and it's like actually what it's for. And pretty sure most parables involve love. What?
I've noticed a lot about the parables that we've talked about that Jesus never explains what happens to the one person that he's talking about in the story. So like in this case, we don't know what happens to the Good Samaritan. And in the same case, he doesn't talk about like the person who never returned to the field when he tried to like...
So we lost footage again. Phone died whilst recording and we didn't know because it was on the back camera. And we were done with the podcast and we recorded like an extra 45 minutes than what you guys just saw.
Oh, it wasn't that long.
30 minutes, at least. It was 2 parables.
No, it was like... Maybe it was that long.
We went to get the phone, and her phone was black screen.
Yeah. Coincidentally, we always talk and at least complete one parable for this issue. So you would have had one, but we wanted both. Yeah. That's just how it worked. So here's our new location, my lovely car. And we're just gonna relax a little bit in here and finish it up. So.
Side note, your hair looks really good.
It is shiny.
We did her hair in between takes this week, and
oh, I guess we did, yeah.
I'm a fan.
It's very chocolate. It's very like
mousse brownie.
It's not like I styled it. She didn't style it. This is after its first wash, but
it's colored now.
Yeah, the color's
Sorry,
right.
I just had to side comment that.
We are, yeah. It's like we're starting the new intro. No.
Yeah.
Anyway,
they were doing great.
So I don't remember where we left off the last conversation for the
Good Samaritan.
The Good Samaritan, but this is the ask, seek, knock.
Yes.
Or a good friend. Is it a good friend?
A friend in need.
A friend in need parable.
Yeah.
So we can just jump the discussion there. I guess if you have a question from the last one or the thought that we probably didn't finish or we did but you guys didn't hear it, just let us know. But we can definitely just jump into the next one because we, like I said, wanted 2 for you guys for an episode and it felt like very half-efforted and I didn't want that for you guys.
We definitely don't want that.
And sometimes a break is good. So maybe we can do every other. Not even every other, but 3 and then we take a week break. 3 to... Anyway, we'll work out the kinks. This is something for fun, so maybe less commitment. We'll see. Not less commitment, but do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I'm not going to explain this on camera. This is a side conversation. But yes, Alex.
I'm going to read it because it's a longer one. So if you do want to follow, and if you heard from the beginning of the video, we are in parable number 2, and it's going to be a friend in need, and we're going to be in Luke 11:5, and we're going to go Luke 11:5 all the way to Luke 11:13. So follow along. And it's going to be a minute, and I'm sometimes ineligible when I can read, so just give me a minute.
Just stutter.
All right. He also said to them, "Suppose one of you has a friend and goes to him at midnight and says to him, "Friend, lend me 3 loaves of bread, because a friend of mine on a journey has come to me, and I don't have anything to offer him." Then he will answer from the inside and say, "Don't bother me. The door's already locked, and my children and I have gone to bed. I can't give up to you anything. I tell you," even though he won't get up and give him anything because he is his friend, yet because of his friend's shameless boldness, he will get up and give him as much as he needs. So I say to you, ask and it will be given to you, seek and you will find, knock and the door will be opened to you. For everyone who asks receives, and the one who seeks finds, and the one who knocks the door will be opened. What father among you, if his son asks for a fish, will give him a snake instead of a fish? Or if he asks for an egg, will he give him a scorpion? If you then, who are evil, know how to give good gifts to your children, how much more will the Heavenly Father give the Holy Spirit to those who ask him?
That was a loaded parable. I know. I feel like I remember listening to this one when we were little a lot for some reason.
Well, that's a famous verse.
Luke 11. Well, but they like intentionally stood through this one. They're like, guys, you need to ask the Lord. Guys, you need to pray to the Lord. It was just very, it's just very engraved in my head.
I think it's like moral grounding of your spiritual life, if you would.
Yeah.
What is it?
Shameless boldness always catches me.
Yeah, what did your Bible say? It said another word. We were looking at it in the video that we lost. Her Bible says a funny word.
My Bible is currently being used as our
phone prop,
so I can't look.
It's fine, but it was a really full word. But shameless boldness in your asking, seeking, and knocking. Like that almost to me sounds like humility in a way, because you're coming forward shamelessly bold, right?
Yeah.
Because it takes you to submit to something higher than you, to be like, I'm not right, I need help.
Yeah. Humility and submission.
Yeah.
And it's hard to say that word because I say hard, but I don't know, people who hear that, they're just like, oh, I have to give up everything, but it's the point. If you want more of God, you need to give more of you. Have less of you, more of him. That's the point. So I think when people hear the word submission, it's almost like, it's one of those words that you can take like out of context where it's, that could turn me off really quick from whatever you're doing.
But submission isn't like the worldly definition of submission.
Yeah.
Submission is just like submitting to the idea that there is something so much larger than we can even fathom.
Yeah. I think in my moments where I'm like that, where I'm coming into it with humility, where I'm asking, seeking, knocking, whenever I've genuinely ask the Lord, like in an honest prayer, hey, this is hard, like I'm coming to it with gratitude for all you do for me. I don't deserve what I'm asking for, but hey, if it's your will, please do it.
Right.
And I'm genuinely astounded by like how quick it could maybe work.
Whether it's like an action approach is different.
Like how quick God moves in my life, or I don't know, even just like having a quick comfort, not even an answer, but a quick comfort. So that in itself, like that's what I feel and hear from that.
And to me, also asking, seeking, and knocking, in none of those 3 words do I like hear or come to the word selfishness. Like even though like it is ask, seek, knock, but when you're asking, it's not out of selfishness. Like selfishness is telling.
Yeah.
And yes, in any perspective, you can kind of look at that differently. When you ask something like, I'm asking you because I want it. No, but you're not going to go tell God what you want. It's okay to ask God these things.
Why don't you try and see what happens?
Yeah. Don't tell God. You can't tell God nothing. He will not. I don't think he'll respond.
Thou not test the Lord. I feel like I say that like every other episode.
I've never heard you say that.
I always, never mind.
Maybe we cut it. I'm not sure. But this is a heart posture of just unselfishness and gratitude and love. And how I was talking through this whole parable is like a friend in need. The friend needs bread. Guess what bread is? The bread of life. Which is probably...
I'm going to clip that.
Which is probably not the point of the parable, but I love that bread and water are like very intentional in the parables, and like olives and oil and it's just so intentional. And
it's not, I almost want to keep, yes, it's intentional, but to realize the intentionality behind it is the old law, and it's reflected in the new. It is totally being fulfilled. There's a reason there's repeats or similarities in all the stories that you read, because it's, oh, hey, what was dead and buried is now alive and resurrected. So it's
whilst every parable is reflecting a whole transition new of an idea. It's like, I just need to word this different because obviously y'all didn't get it right the first time.
Yeah.
Or I told y'all I was coming.
Yeah.
And y'all still didn't know.
Yeah. I think about Jesus in The Chosen where he's, I am the law of Moses. And I'm like, whoa, clock it. Okay.
Epic scene. I am the law.
I love it. You should watch The Chosen. It is amazing.
And new season, we already talked about that.
Oh, we did. Yeah, last week.
But it was a good one. But with this second parable, I feel like the heart posture of even the Good Samaritan and this one is just like no matter the stature, no matter from the old law to the new law, no matter what your position in life is, whether you're shameful about your life and you think you're too guilty, or if you think you're too prideful and you can't come to God because you've already got done rid of him, I don't need God, I did this all by myself, or if you're like, I don't need God, and you ended up on the bad side of things, like, no matter what, the brokenhearted is still in the rich and the poor, and everybody can ask, seek, and knock. Jeez Louise, I can't speak.
And I think what's also great, the more we keep, like, diving into these parables, because obviously we want more than just Christian listeners to help guide and seek into Christianity and be curious. This is just good life advice. Like, think
even
about,
if you don't want to look at it from a God
think
perspective.
about asking and seeking and knocking on, like, your employer. Hey, I want this job position. Hey, position yourself in the correct place of life. Make the right connections. Like, just still, like, an easy and good way. Walking with humility still, of course, but as you come into situations and environments and those, I don't know, those situations that you can be put in, I think it's just good to guide it that way, where it's like that quote of what would Jesus do kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's just
Of course, we're gonna encourage you to make Jesus your higher power and all that stuff. But it's telling the truth. It's like a good moral compass. Like, why are you lying? But we're also instructed as Christians to never lie. So
when you're not like asking and seeking and knocking, it's if you don't do that, you're like living in anxiety and fear and depression and everything that's holding you captive before you're going where you're going and proceeding in a new way of surrendering that. So there's like all this stuff that comes before it, but what happens when you actually do this? So it's like the after the before. Does that make sense?
No, it totally does.
Okay.
And
Had a good point.
one of the verses, when it says, if a son asks for a fish, we'll give him a snake instead of a fish, referring to a father. It's what kind of dad, if you ask for a fish, will I give you? Oh, I meant to finish the verse, hold on. And then he says, or if he asks for an egg, will he give him a scorpion? So
What say you, egg?
what say you, son asks for a fish, and he wants a fish, but gives him a snake instead? It's deceiving. That is deceiving. And funny how it's snake in this scenario.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I see deception so quickly.
Deception.
Because it's...
And also fish have two births, which is fun.
Oh, let's go into that analogy again real quick, please.
Just a little one. Fish have two births. You get birth from the mother and from the egg, so you have two spiritual births, but I guess snakes do too. But snakes technically...
Didn't God make the birds first of the sky? Birds of the heavens? Pretty sure he did.
Yeah. I'm just saying, in reference.
Again, intentional. I feel like my new mindset is like, how intentional was that? What do you mean? Can we dig into it?
You can dig into anything.
No, I know.
But your Father will respond to you, and he will answer to you what you are asking, seeking, and knocking for. It may not be then, and it probably won't be then.
It won't be then.
But when you walk down years and trials and tribulations and miracles and prayers answered, it gives you so much trust, and I can wait. I can wait in God's time. God's time is perfect. There is no reason for me to be so impatient for it to happen right now.
Yeah. I think you get so overcome with the peace that you're like, I just want to live in this presence.
And then it happens.
Yeah, and then in the present. And then, by then you're receiving an abundance of, hey, because you worried so much about this, like you missed out on the point.
Yeah.
So now let me show you the point. And the point was live here with me now.
Yeah.
And then, hey, 2 years has passed and now I'm going to answer that prayer because you've
you can
actually
look
been
at
prepared that
everything.
entire time. And
seasons of patience are like so hard to be in.
Yeah,
hard.
Patience and solitude and isolation are really difficult, but it's like a blessing.
So worth it. Or just like even within a week, you're like, oh.
Yeah, fasting, encouraging fasting during those seasons. That it's difficult, but it brings you so much more. That's a whole other episode, I think. But fasting can be one of those. Like even if it's something small, like fasting, first thing comes to mind, food. You don't have to do food. You can do social media. You can do. Oh my God, help me.
People shopping addictions.
Yeah, anything that's idolizing.
No buying, no chocolate, no sweets, no soda.
Yeah.
Only water.
Sugar.
No coffee?
Yeah. Oh, I idolize coffee. So bad.
But everybody has their own personal convictions, and that's a great time to bring that up. We're actually in Lent right now. And so this is a good
What did you give
time to be in idolatry. Good job, Alex. To give up idolatry, and you give up one thing for 40 days before Jesus goes to march on Jerusalem. Walk to Jerusalem.
This is a battle siege moment. We're marching.
It was him defeating death. It is a battle scene. I did.
Again.
It is cool. And honestly, Madison showed me this app that I downloaded.
Oh, the Bible memory one?
No, it's called Easter Now. And it tells you the dates. Oh, this is probably going to be really hard to see on the phone. It tells you the dates and the times of everything, and it gives you Bible verses every day. So March 1st, I didn't read my entry on March 1st. Of March 1st, he set his face to Jerusalem and began walking to Jerusalem.
Oh, this Easter year is so special.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that.
So this one is just,
I almost think something's going to happen.
March 29th, Palm Sunday, like it's going to walk you through verses that are in through all the Gospels of him going through each day and what he's going through. Mm-hmm. And there's one thing for every single day.
Send this to me.
It's not sad, but it's sad. Like, it's
expose yourself to this because this is what actually happened. So
yeah, look,
just as much
8
as
a.m. crucify him, 9 a.m. crucified. I'm not ready for this. I've just started, obviously.
Wait, I'm going to be like bawling my eyes out to the pre-cares on Good Friday.
I'm like, guys, you know what's happening? He's dying. It's so not good.
That's awful.
It's such a good thing, but it's horrible to be on that side of history, but also so amazing to be on that side of history. But we're also blessed to be on this side of history.
My question, I feel like somebody's answered it for me before. It's like,
we're also babbling, but I love this.
I know. What happened to the souls before the resurrection? Were they all being prepared and saved and then moved to heaven with him once he made the way?
Oh, like the people.
If you didn't live a righteous life, yeah, you were damned.
Or like in his current ministry, like when he was walking the earth?
No, before Jesus' crucifixion. Let's say somebody died before Jesus defeated death. Where did you go? You went to hell because you were not righteous, because it was like a very imperfect.
That was when you would offer sin offerings.
But if you weren't clean in God's eyes, did you just go to hell, or were they like in a buffer area?
No, if you gave up the right blood of atonement to forgive for your sins, you'd be fine.
Are you understanding what I'm saying?
Yeah. They would go to heaven if they atoned properly. There are still righteous people in God's eyes. I think it was a little bit harder to find a perfect cow or a perfect lamb.
I need to do my research on that.
That's Christianity through a Jewish lens. That's a little hard.
Yeah. I feel like somebody told me, they're like, no, they were in a waiting place. And I'm like, what do you mean? Somebody just lied to them their whole life and heaven and hell? What?
I've never heard of a waiting place, but that would be a fun thing. Maybe we'll dive deeper on that one.
Yeah, I'm curious. Old Testament is really hard. I think that's why I'm walking through the Old Testament right and now. I'm just like, what's going on? We're building the tabernacle brick by brick.
I'm in Revelation and I'm enjoying it, but I'm also kind of scared, so.
I think something big is happening this year. The word 3 is very important because it's on the 3rd.
April? Easter's on the...
No, not the 3rd. It's like the hour. It was like on the...
Oh, you sent that to me. Easter's on the 5th.
Wait, something that happened? No, it's April 3rd. That's on Good Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Easter.
No, everything happens on the 3rd this month. So like he was... I love how anxious we are. Anywho, we should probably wrap this up.
But yeah, we're currently walking into a Bible study right now. So this is how excited we were to fix this. And I guess we didn't even realize it was not correct. But we always carry our mics on us. So maybe we'll start doing more traveling podcasts. And it's going to be nicer outside. So this would be fun.
Ooh, that'd be nice.
We'll go sit with the Lord.
Oh, and then we'll create space for him for strangers to come up and talk to us. That'd be fun. There's a bug in my car. It's dead now.
We got on a little bit of a tangent, but I hope you guys really enjoyed The Good Samaritan and The Friend in Need and Asik Knock. We didn't get like too deep into it. We apologize for technical difficulties. We will check next time to make sure the phone is charged.
When it's not 10 o'clock at night.
And it'll be fine. But yeah, we're going to tune in. We're going to start playing by ear podcast episodes and see what works with our schedule because all of a sudden our schedules are super busy again.
Busy is an understatement.
Yeah, because like it's fun when you're in high school to have social plans, but then all you want when you're an adult is like your bed.
Yeah.
And now we don't live together, so we're still talking about that 6 months later. But that makes things a little hard.
I had nothing on my plate when we first started this, and this was genuinely something I looked forward to every single week.
And there's something else consuming our time that we're not allowed to talk about yet, but
Clifton.
Oh yeah. So there is something taking up a majority of our calendar currently. So
yeah.
We can't talk about it yet because this is online, and if anybody watches online and we tell stuff, that would be bad.
I'm going to cut that out. But anywho, yeah, we started this in a season when we were nothing on our plate, just 2 little girls with nothing but the world against us.
And a dream, you guys, a dream.
And not that this is going to change the outlook of how like things are, but Alex and I have to really sit down and understand
and pray and see
a good schedule for this to align with us together because Sundays do work, but my Sundays are now like extra long. And then my week is extra long now. So we just have very opposite work schedules and everything too. We do always make the time and figure it out, but It is so long to upload videos on technology nowadays and edit and then re-upload and all the things.
Technology, that's really old.
I do have a 15-year-old laptop, so.
That doesn't help.
Yeah.
So.
It's not 15, it's like 7, maybe 12. I don't know.
So we need to
wrap it up. Anywho, thank you for joining us, and this is a fun edition. If you like the car, maybe we'll do more of these episodes. It'll be super fun. But anyway, you can like, comment, and share, and be back with us next week as we yap. We are out of parables for the next 2 weeks.
Oh, we're going to yap, guys. We have a lot coming to you.
Lots of stuff coming. But anywho, thank you so much for joining us. Bring a friend to church as the start of March, and we are in a new month, so broaden your horizons, open your heart, open your mind, let Jesus do the work, and
go get baptized.
Just radicalize it. Maybe, sure. Anywho, but thanks for joining us, you guys, and we will see you again next week. Bye.